Okay, it is 5:57 p.m. on a Monday, and it is June 15th. And I'm here to update on my life and talk about some things that are going on, some of my feelings, and some ambitions that I'm hoping that can get done because it's summer and I have so much to do. I have like everything to get done, it feels like. In the last video I discussed how I was going to be doing a dopamine detox, and I discussed the reasons for it. I might have written down the reasons. Let me see. Give me just a second. Yeah, it was replacing instant gratification with effort. That was like the main thing. And which is good, but I think it was such a big adjustment that I ended up going back. In a week, I went back to those things that I was wanting to avoid, and yeah, I didn't finish it, but it's okay. I'm here now. Between then and now, I have finished my semester. I graduated I passed one class with an A. And then my other 3 classes I ended up dropping. Which honestly I can't even sit here like with a clear idea of how I feel about that. It sucks. It feels super defeating. I just think I think for me right now, how I feel about it is that I'm really spent on community college. I think it just feels like kind of a waste of time. And even when I'm there, it feels like a waste of time. And I think deep down, I know, like, I don't know, like, it just feels like trivial and amateur. And it's just frustrating. The lectures that I would skip were things that really didn't feel fulfilling. And also, it's BS because I could have, if I had just stuck with it this whole semester, I would have had that degree and I would have just been done, which would have been so, so nice. But instead, it just feels like kind of a waste of time because my plan now is that I'm going to be working on my portfolio for the rest of the year and then applying to art schools or just schools in general at November and December. And so I'm just gonna go straight into portfolio preparation and like art practice, and so that is everything that I want summer to be. Just everything I want it to be focused on art right now. And so yeah, I finished this semester beat up and disheveled, but I'm in a new house. I've moved out. I have like a 3-month lease. It ends at the end of August. Or it ends sometime in December. Sometime in September. So yeah, that's good. My ambition is that I'm gonna get a job in a town over that is like a much bigger town. It has like an art scene, because the town that I'm currently in has no art scene, and so I'm hoping to move over there, establish my roots there for a second while I prepare my portfolio and work there. I'd just be working, and I plan on going back to community college to audit some classes, and so I'd be using a painting space and the red room, but other than that, I do feel like I'm done. And so I'd be having studio time, but on top of that, I'd just be working and living in Chico, and I plan to move out at the end of August. And so, do I have a job? No. Have I been making art? No. And that's kind of the conundrum. I feel like my body, I don't know. I feel like kind of a loser in so many aspects of my life. And that's okay. Like, it's not okay. It is and it's not okay. But I'm admitting it. Like, I am unhappy with so much. And I feel like I've landed flat on my face so many times. Also, I'm just going to mention, I'm in therapy. I go every week. I missed a therapy appointment because it was super early, and my sleep schedule right now is fucked. and I have not contacted my therapist, and so that's just hanging over my head. Um, I feel like I deepened my voice on here to like seem more serious, but I actually don't have I have like a pretty effeminate voice. Um, and while I'm verbalizing this, it is kind of, it's making me realize how bad this is. I mean, it kind of is that moment of like, well, now I have like infinite possibility. Like, I think, you know, I'm out of school. It's summertime. I'm unemployed. I'm living somewhere. I moved out. Praise God. Like, about damn time. But now it's kind of like okay, move forward. And I guess this is what this video is going to be about, is me trying to move forward. There's just things that I want to get some structure and some organization around, and I think that's what's been on my mind recently, is like, I just think I'm the type of person to have all these like, oh, I need to do art. Like, I'll think about it in the shower. Like, oh, I need to go to the gym. I haven't gone to the gym in forever, and I look like a fucking 17-year-old boy. Scrawny as hell. But I won't do anything to like actualize it. And so I'm trying to approach it differently, whereas beforehand I would just be like, okay, I have no idea what I'm going to be doing at the gym. I have no idea what I'm going to do when I go to my sketchbook. I have no idea like what I'm going to do when I go to the canvas, which sometimes is okay, like for those things. But for me, I think right now would help me is just looking at it in a way that is more practical and more realistic, and I have a better idea of my like expectations, and I just do a little bit more preliminary planning. And so what that's looking like right now is, for right now, I'm focusing on getting a program for strength training, and like finding something that's like very simple, where it's like I'm just gonna be doing 3 separate like compound exercises with like 3 reps on each, but I'm gonna be doing that like 3 to 4 times a week, and it's just gonna be like very practical, and like, you know, just the very basics, and like hammering in just getting the routine done. And so I need to not, I think with me, I have such a all or nothing mentality, kind of a perfectionist mentality, where it is like, sometimes it's like, okay, if I, you know, I have this expectation that once I go once, it will fix everything, or okay, like once I go once, that will kind of like entail like, okay, that will give me the motivation to go like regularly, or I don't know, it just feels like everything that I do kind of feels half-assed, and I really do beat myself up about it because I'm such a perfectionist, and I feel like if I'm not perfect, I'm not worthy, and clearly I'm not perfect, like clearly I'm so far from that. But that's been on my mind, just wanting to get things more organized and get things more structured, and also realistic. Like, same with the stuff with the dopamine detox. Like, as much as I do want to do that and pursue that, I think like, is it realistic? You know what I mean? It's kind of like, why does it always have to be 0 to 100? Why can't I just kind of exist in the middle, or like start small, like start at 10%, start just giving your 10% and see where that leads you. I was recently listening to a celebrity interview, and something that like got brought up that really kind of inspired me was this person who has kind of taken a gradual progression in their musical career, and they were explaining how for them, so many people get defeated just looking at the end goal, like your biggest dream, but so much of it is just the practice, not actually like the achievement. And so what's so important is just getting to your first hill, and then getting up to climbing that first mountain will allow you to see the next mountain forward, and so on and so forth. And so I'm really just trying to focus on like, not the end goal, just the process. And so yeah, that's like a great way of describing everything that I've tried to explain, as just I'm trying to get a clear understanding of the process and simplify that process, so it is not intimidating and it doesn't like stress me out, or it doesn't feel like too much, because I don't want to overload myself, which sounds good. And I've thought about doing this for a while. Like, this has been on my mind for ever since kind of finishing school. I've thought that I needed to do this. And the first 2 weeks of my summer has been honestly nothing. Like, I've I've journaled about it, but the biggest way I could describe everything that I've been doing is just like I feel like a teenager. I feel like I'm like eating whatever the fuck. I'm just like waking up late, being a bum, and so I'm trying to, yeah. I haven't figured out my direction for art and just for like for other things. I would like to start with, I don't know, that's the thing, is like, am I gonna make plans for every single thing that I want to get done this summer? So like, it would be exercise, which is strength training, and then cardio. I also want to do yoga a lot more. I want to read a lot more. I want to watch more movies. I want to read a ton. And the biggest thing is I want to make more art. And I don't really feel like I should like plan that, but I think I do need, this is just me talking out of my ass, but I feel like for art, I just need like a set time of like, okay, no matter what, just show up in the studio. Because another thing I have in the house that I'm in, there's an empty barn, and so I've set up an art studio there, and so I just feel like, honestly, with that, I think I need to just show up every day, and I have no expectation, and just start making, and just start, because I don't know if even me, myself, or like, if there is a watcher, the watcher can like tell my emotions, but I feel like I've been so sporadic, and I've just been feeling bad, honestly. Like, I feel like I'm in the slums of 20-somethinghood, which is okay, and I'm okay with struggling, and I'm okay with not knowing what I'm doing, or like feeling bad, but I don't like feeling bad and doing nothing, and that's just like the worst of it, and it feels terrible. Like, that is the worst feeling to me in existence, of feeling like you have infinite potential, but you're just stuck in the limbo of indecisiveness. And so I don't know how many videos I'm gonna do of this. I hope to do more videos. I hope to write more. But yeah, I'm figuring it out, I guess. I'm gonna go on a run tonight. I'm just talking. Tonight I'm gonna go on a run. There's like a spot that's 10 minutes away from this house where I can run, so I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna make myself dinner, and then yeah. But I've read like half of the book Atomic Habits, and I'm trying to utilize a lot of what I've learned there as well for this. So I think I want to set up a little desk area for like where I want to journal, or where I want to maybe like read, or just stuff like that. Like, I want to have like a area for doing those things. And so yes, that's everything. I really just wanted to start doing baby steps and see where it leads me. Yeah, and I'll give like a follow-up video as to when I do something, and when things are moving, but yes, that's it. That's all I have to say. And this is gonna be so cheesy. I feel like, God, I wouldn't want anyone to watch this, but I just think like, I think it'd be useful to do like a message, just like say like an audible message for myself in the future. Like, maybe when I'm at the end of this lease, what do I hope for myself? Like, if the 3 months forward Jaden was standing in front of me, what would I want from him or say to him? I think I would just want him to be brave. I think that's like the biggest thing, is like, I hope there is a bravery, or a sense of bravery in like trying without certainty, or just trying, like, yeah, bravery. It's like, I'm okay with falling. I think I'm okay with trying and falling on my face, or making a fool of myself, or embarrassing myself, or putting myself in awkward situations, or humiliating myself, but I think I just have to take that fall. And, you know, by the end of it, maybe I'm flying, maybe I'm right where I need to be, but you need to fall. Yeah, and so be okay with that, be okay with the fall. I hope going forward I can be brave. This is like literally just been like a whole self-talk. I feel like I'm talking in front of my mirror, but I'm still gonna upload this because I want to be transparent as I can. But yeah, that's about it.